Let's talk about the dream retirement, shall we? I want you to imagine having a guaranteed income of $200,000 a year, every single year. For a lot of us, that's the ultimate goal. But the big question is, how much do you really need to save to make that dream happen? You know what? The answer is probably not what you think. So you're probably thinking, yeah, right, I need a mountain of cash for that. But is it actually possible to get there without a massive, truly massive nest egg? The answer, and this might surprise you, is yes. It really turns out it's not just about how much you save, it's about how you save it. You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. We have all heard it over and over again that you need millions and millions to retire comfortably. Well, in this explainer, we're going to bust that myth wide open and show you a much smarter, much more efficient path. All right, so first, let's talk about the traditional way, the method most people know, the 4% rule. It's been the go-to advice for decades, right? The idea is pretty simple. You spend your life saving up this big pile of money, and then once you retire, you just withdraw 4% of it each year to live on. Okay, so to get that $200,000 annual income using that 4% rule, you would need, get ready for this, $5 million. Wow. For most of us, that number is so huge, it just feels completely out of reach, almost impossible. Look, the 4% rule is simple. I'll give it that. But that's pretty much its only advantage. The downside? It's huge. There are absolutely zero lifetime guarantees. If the market takes a nosedive right after you retire, your savings could get wiped out. You're basically gambling with your entire future. So, if the 4% rule is such a big gamble, what's the alternative? Let's explore a much more efficient path. What if, just what if, you could have a guaranteed income for the rest of your life no matter what the stock market does? Well, that's exactly where an annuity comes into play. Now, the secret sauce here is something called a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit, or a GLWB. Don't worry about the complicated name. Just think of it like creating your own personal pension plan. It's basically an insurance feature you add to an annuity, and it guarantees you a paycheck for life, even if your account balance goes all the way to zero. So, what does having this guarantee actually do to the numbers? Well, with just a 5% withdrawal rate from an annuity, you now only need $4 million to get that same $200,000 income. That is a full $1 million less than the 4% rule required. But honestly, we're just getting started. Okay, now look at this. This is where it gets really powerful. With an 8% withdrawal rate, the amount you need drops to just $2.5 million. That's half, literally half of what the old 4% rule says you need. All of a sudden, that $200,000 a year retirement dream doesn't seem so impossible anymore, does it? And the benefits are about way more than just needing less money up front. Your income is guaranteed. For life, you can even set it up to cover both you and your spouse. Oh, and you know that myth that the insurance company keeps your money when you pass away? Totally not true. Any money left in your account goes straight to your beneficiaries. Plus, the longer you wait to start taking income, the cheaper it gets to lock in that amazing guarantee. But what if we could make that number even lower? That $2.5 million is if the annuity is your only source of income. But for most of us, that's just not the case. So let's see what happens when we start layering in other income streams. Let's start with Social Security. This table really shows you how powerful waiting can be. If you hold off on claiming until you're 70, you could be getting over $24,000 a year. That income directly reduces the work your personal savings have to do, dropping your target number all the way down to around 2.19 million. And the more income you have, the better it gets. Let's say you add in $50,000 a year from a rental property. Well, now your savings target plummets to under $2 million, about 1.87 million. Now we're talking about a goal that is truly, truly achievable. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. It's time for a clear, side-by-side look at these different retirement paths. Seeing the numbers all at once like this really makes it crystal clear which approach makes the most sense. This slide right here really says it all. The 4% rule demands $5 million from you and gives you zero guarantees in return. The annuity strategy? It requires less than half that amount and gives you a guaranteed paycheck for life. The choice here is pretty clear. Do you want to gamble with your retirement, or would you rather have a sure thing? Look, at the Annuity Expert, this is what we do. Our entire job is helping people just like you build smart, efficient, and guaranteed retirement plans. If you're aiming for that $200,000 a year income, we can absolutely help you design the right strategy to get there. We'd be happy to help you explore all your options, with no cost and no obligation whatsoever. Our services are always free to you. Give us a call at 770-755-1565 or visit our website to schedule a time to chat. Thanks for watching, and here's to a secure and prosperous retirement for you